Yeah. So, first up, are you guys able to see my screen? If not,
Yeah.
please let me know. Okay, cool. So, data. So, why do we have this Power BI? And sorry, why do we have this BI tools right now? And why it came to existence and how why companies are using it. So let us see why it is. So data is the new oil, because everywhere now, each and every recordings has been done through data, because everywhere you have laptops, everywhere you have data sources, everywhere you have something which captures the real time data. So for that, what is happening is that now the companies have all the data required. So how to get the insights from the data? How do they analyze the data? So this analysis term you have studied from your 6th standard, 7th standard, analyzing something. But actually what you practically analyze is actually happening right now, where the entire world has changed and aligned towards data, and now they are getting the what do you say, the entire aspect of analysis, and how can the analysis done on the data. So that's the important data is the new oil. That's the important term right now going on. And data, you can easily source it, you can do the data engineering, you can convert it whichever way you require, through lots of tools now, through Python or through SQL or through BI tools. So you will be able to convert it in such a way that even for a layman you will be able to explain them. So that's the biggest advantage of the tools which is come up in order to have that insights from the data. So that's the funda of the current generation. And and going into the Qlik Sense tool, I think I'll just take you to the Qlik Sense. Yeah, this should be better. So Qlik Sense desktop or Qlik Sense cloud. So what it is actually? So Qlik Sense desktop, it's nothing but a desktop version of the Qlik Sense. So I'll be teaching you the cloud version of the Qlik Sense in this course, because desktop and cloud both are more or less the same, but everywhere nowadays they use cloud because it's more secure. And also it can be used around the globe, and they need not have this kind of desktop version downloaded and approving the licensing. That becomes a headache for them. So I have a cloud version where you directly request the cloud access for the Qlik, and directly they provide you whether you need a viewer role or a developer role. So that's how easy it is. And also it's much more quicker in terms of cloud. So here here you have something for the Qlik Sense desktop. So here you have the desktop, and it's nothing but a Windows application, and it's to create the visualization and KPIs and everything in the Qlik Sense. So it's the Qlik Sense desktop over here. And benefits, they are given it is totally free for personal and internal business purposes. You won't be able to share with other person, or you don't have that permission of sharing with other person, or else using that functionalities of the filters, everything. Only where you create, you will be able to use it. And next up, app creation is drag and drop, is same as other BI tools. And data loading, and again it's the same. So it's more or less the desktop and the cloud is same. Desktop you have it in the desktop local machine, and cloud is using the website. And cloud, so cloud uses SaaS, which is software based services, which is called SaaS. And this service is accessed by users using a client via web browser. So I have a web browser, through that I directly use it. And Qlik Sense cloud gives you a power to create and share interactive data visualization. So you will be able to provide all the data insights with interactiveness for the user who is using it. So it will be a self-serve, where if for example they want some data to be given to them, so each and every time you have to manually pull the data from SQL server or whatever server it is, create some kind of Excel things or Python you do, and provide them the data. So that becomes repetitive, and also it takes up lots of manual work. So instead of that, this interactive tool becomes a self-serve, where the user who wants the data directly can self-serve the data whichever they want, according to the interactiveness which is provided by the developers into the Qlik Sense cloud. And it is the cloud host app anytime via secure Qlik hosting. So it is very secure, and the data integrity will be maintained, and users interact Qlik Sense app privately on any devices, and Qlik Sense cloud explore deeply, reveal connection instantly, and see opportunities. So it's same like other BI tools, where you get the you create the basic, first the data modeling will be there, where you model the data, then you create the necessary KPIs and visualization, as I mean the measures first. For example, year till date or month till date, you want to have the sum of values. So these are called measures, where lots of functions will be involved, some distinct count, and field selection. So many functions are there, which I'll teach you in the upcoming classes. And can you, I think someone is not in mute, it's disturbing. Can you guys go and mute, please? Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so that's so you create the measures, then you go for the visualization. So these are the three funda you need to be doing in order to create a visualization. It's not like simple as that you just drag and create a visualization. First you do the data model, that is you need to create relationship between the tables. That's when you will be able to have the relationship between the tables. If you have only one table, that doesn't matter. But if you are going to connect 20 different tables, so you need to have a proper logical connection between the tables. That is called data modeling. And also you want to change some kind of remove null values, or you want to create some kind of new calculated columns, or you want to alter the data in that. So these also comes under the data model, where you model all your data which is required for the creation of the visualization. You keep it ready, keep all the interactions ready, then you start to create measures. That is the data, you have the data, but you want to create some kind of, for example, total volume you want to have for the past 1 year. How will you do it? You can't directly create have it in the visualization. You need to create a measure where it gives you the total value, and that value you can put it on a visualization. So that's the in between step, is called the measure creation, which the Qlik Sense gives you lots of functions to create it. Then after that you will be able to create the visualization through bar graph, or stack column chart, or also on the containers. So many things are there, you will be able to do that. So that's about the Qlik Sense cloud. And let me take you through the architecture of the Qlik Sense. So first, so here you have Qlik Sense client access browser or desktop app, and from there through proxy it connects to the engine is the where this calculation. So if you're having measures, and also you are creating the data model, all this working of your application, that is the app, will be done by engine. So if there is no engine, then your Qlik Sense application won't be working, because this engine is where the compilers and all will be present, where if you type sum of values, so your Qlik Sense app should know what is sum, what it should do. So those things will be present in the engine. Also the memory space for your application. So all these, what do you say, a CPU kind of thing is called the engine for the application. Then this in-memory processing, analyzing data, all measures, everything, the CPU is over here. So without CPU, you won't be able to open any application, or do some programming, or whatever it is, it's not possible. So that's called engine over here. And you have repository. Repository is where the data repository is present. So from there the data is pulled up, and in terms of what do you say, data, different data sources are there, right? So from there you get the data. So, and here you see the data is there. So uses metadata in PostgreSQL to pull out the data according to user permission. So from this data, it goes to the repository, Qlik repository, where the data will be present. For example, QVD files, and those files are there, right? Those are called the repository, where you store the data from your data source, and from that it goes to the engine. And from here QVF files are nothing but what do you say, Qlik Sense files. So if you have any Qlik Sense file created in the desktop and you want to open that file, so those files you can directly open through the file system, that is open file system. Then you can select the file directly, and you can open it through it. and you have scheduler where you'll have scheduling. So the data is coming from, let's say, SQL server, and you want to schedule the refresh of the data. That is every 1 hour or every 1 day you want to refresh. So those kinds of scheduling and refreshing of the data, because you are having the real-time data, right? So each and every day it needs to refresh, and your dashboard will have up-to-date data. So that's called the scheduler. And database storage, and this again from the data, other kind of databases, like folders will be present in that Qlik Sense. From that folders you upload the data. From that also the data will be coming into the repository. So this is the overall architecture of the Qlik Sense. So till now, guys, do you have any questions from the Qlik Sense architecture, and also the introduction of the Qlik Sense cloud? If anything, you can let me know.
Yeah, sorry, I have a question here. So
Yeah.
I'm not from a background of like IT background, so I'm not very much familiar with any of the other like other applications, or
Mm-hmm.
I have not used any other tools like Tableau or anything. So data visualization tool I have not used. The only tool I have used is Excel, and that too I don't know how to read or create macros. So is this something?
Okay.
Are there any prerequisites that I should be aware of before I should be learning Qlik Sense?
There is no prerequisites actually. The only thing I feel is that you always should have an analytical mind, a logical way of thinking. So if you have the logical way of thinking, I think you should be able to by practice. So if I am teaching you, you have to learn by yourself. After a session, whatever I'm teaching, then you need to go to to internet and search. Okay, if this is the scenario, what are the other functions are there, how the people have created. So you need to put lots of effort. If you are fresher to this kind of environment, then your effort should be doubled rather than the normal person. So that's when, because even while starting I didn't have anything. And since you have worked on the Excel, I'll tell you one thing. In the Excel, you have the data in the cells, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are nothing but tables. You have columns and rows will be there, right?
Correct. Yes.
There, if you want any new columns, what you do, you just go to another new column, just type, okay, this column into 90, you will get another new column, right, with the values multiplied to 90.
Correct. Yes.
Correct. So this data, whichever is data is required, you create that table, right? And also you create lots of tables which is required, right? And also
Mm-hmm.
how you connect between the tables, using VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP, like that you connect between the tables, correct?
Correct. Yes.
That is called data modeling. So same connection which you are doing in Excel, you are going to do it in Qlik Sense using using SQL. Using SQL, you will do it.
Okay.
Okay, and also the connection between the tables will be done through column name. So if you have a column name common between two tables, automatically it will connect itself. Automatically it will connect it by itself. So that's the beauty of the BI tools. So that is the data modeling part. And measures is nothing but, see, after your table you have created and you want to sum up all the values, how you do it? Go to end of the table, you type equal sum of, select all the cells, right, from the top to bottom.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Similarly, sum you will do. And if you want only for certain dates, that is, you have date also, you want to do only for 1 month, that is January, what you do, go to filter, click on January, you get the values, submit and put it, correct? So these are the
Correct.
things are called measures. So this you do with a function, predefined functions will be there, where sum, count, and also filters will be there. That is, you are filtering, right? Similarly, in the formula only you can filter. Please sum the values only for January month. Like that, you will put it in the measure and it will do it. So that is called measure. And visualization part is nothing but, if you want to create some visualization in Excel, what you do, you will select the data and click on scatter plot or column chart or whatever it is. So the same thing, you will create the visualization, just you need to pull down the columns which you required for the visualization. Simple as that. So whatever you are doing in the Excel, the advanced way of doing it, it is in the BI tool. Simple as that. Now you are able to relate
Yeah.
each other.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah,
Thank you.
so no problem. So is there any questions, guys, from your side? Yeah, I'll take it as no. So, do you guys understand what is data model, measures, and visualization? Everyone, and there was one person who was working in the Qlik basic. So, sorry, forgot your name. Like, are you able to understand these stuffs?
Yes, me, Cherian. Yep, yep.
Cherian, yeah. Are you able to understand?
Yeah, yes, pretty good.
Cool.
Yep, yes.
Yeah,
All
perfect.
clear.
Okay, so next up. So let's see what is the difference between the each BI tool, as you guys were saying, Tableau and Power BI Click View. Let's see what is the thing. So Power BI, the desktop version of Power BI is free and users not pay anything. So in Power BI, you have entirely free version. So you need not pay anything. But if you want to share to any other person, you have to pay. That's the only option over there. And Tableau, a basic version of Tableau is also free, but has very limited features. So you can have only limited. ClickView basic version is also free, but like Tableau has very limited features. So this is the difference between in terms of basic versions. But we are going to use a trial version which is of 30 days for the ClickView cloud. Qlik Sense cloud. So no worries for us. Then the advanced versions, the Power BI comes up with two advanced versions, that is Power BI Pro and Power BI premium packages, and the price is 10 euros, like that, $10. And Tableau again costs $100 per user. Click view over here, Qlik Sense is little costly, I think so, something like around $45 per month per user. So that's about the Qlik Sense. And in terms of analysis and interpretation, let's see what Qlik does. So here Power BI has lots of advanced features to work with, so very good for analytics and interpretation. Tableau is the winner between the three because of drill down and filtering of options. It's more user friendly, but Qlik Sense is little difficult. But still, what I think is, if you are able to work on Qlik Sense, you will be able to work on any BI tool. It will be a cakewalk for you. Any Power BI or Tableau will be a cakewalk for you if you are able to do dashboards in Qlik Sense. So that's how little difficult it is, but it's for sure it's not what do you say, unattainable. It's not something like that. It's easy one. So Qlik Sense, it's keep on improving right now. It's not that good as Power BI and Tableau, and it has good analytics as well. Now I have seen lots of machine learning coming up in the Wislib library in the Qlik Sense. So that is there. So it's going good actually. And data capturing and warehousing, I see Qlik View, Qlik Sense is a good one for data capturing as well, because I have worked on Power BI before, and the data, if it goes beyond lots of table, I think I had nearly 20 to 30 tables, and it was going nearly huge data. So even a small change in the Power BI took lots of time, whereas Qlik Sense as a QED file in between, that is nothing but what do you say, a local file. So if you are accessing some file from the cloud, or else if you are accessing some file from your local desktop, which one will be faster? Obviously the local desktop, right? Because you already have the hard disk with you, and it gives you within microseconds. So similarly, Qlik Sense have something concept called QED files, where QED files nothing but your local desktop. And if you are getting data from your data sources, something like SQL, it will transfer the data like 3,000 4,000 lines at a second. Whereas if you have QED files, all the data will be loaded over there. From there to your app, it will just within seconds it will load millions of records. So I think data capturing and warehousing is really good in Qlik. And ease of learning, as I already told you, Qlik Sense is a little difficult. Other two are easy. And customer community, and again, sorry, on the community, Qlik Sense doesn't have that good community as compared to Power BI and Tableau. You have lots of advanced features in Power BI and Tableau, and ClickView are not that good in terms of community as well. And this is how your cloud looks like. So this is how your Qlik Sense application looks like. So this is the A is nothing but the version of the Qlik Sense. So it's Qlik Sense Enterprise, and B is user. So here your user will be present, and C is type of account. That is your account. See here, you have create new app, right? So if you don't have this option, it means you are in the viewer mode. And if you have this option, then you have the developer license with you. And workspace, this is the workspace where you can create all your dashboards, and all the new created application will be present in your workspace. And E is streams are nothing but a folder. So let me say, monitoring apps. So monitoring apps is a folder where you have all the dashboards related to monitoring apps. Similarly, for example, related to some kind of engines, then I create another stream, and all the dashboards will be in terms of engine. And also you can easily restrict access in terms of stream. So for example, for one person from our class, I'm going to give only access to monitoring apps, means they will see only monitoring apps. And some person only engine, means they will be able to see engine. So we can able to restrict that applications. There is dashboard, we say it as apps as well, in terms of streams as well, which is nothing but a folder. Just a layman's term, we can say it as a folder. Yeah. So that's how it looks like. And this is the app preview space where you will preview the app over here. So yeah, so that's about the Qlik Sense. And if you want to see the capabilities, and you can see a smart search exploration is there. So searching through just one word and selecting, resizing, interacting, you can do. Then govern libraries for self-service, centralized management of data content, so you will be able to manage the data. Then collaborating through storytelling, there is something called storytelling where you will be able to, you create the dashboard, right? But there are certain people who needs only certain visuals from the dashboard. So you can create a storytelling, put all those different visuals from different sheets, put it in the same sheet. That is called storytelling, so that they can entirely see it in a single sheet. That is storytelling. And mobility, that is you can create, explore, and collaborate and do decision making. So these are the capabilities. And cloud, as I already told you regarding the cloud version, and already I have explained you the architecture and what do you need. So these are the prerequisites which I think it's required. So basic understanding of the chart. So what is bar chart, line chart, what is a scatter plot, what is a what do you say, cards, what are matrices, what are tables, all these charts, basic charts you should be knowing. What are KPIs, and what are geo analytics is nothing but maps. So you should know all these basic. If you are not knowing, just type in Google important charts for BA tools, you will get it. Just just read, give a go. So it won't be a much of a big deal. And love for data and numbers, so you should have the love, and you need to have that you want to showcase it, you want to have a really nice representation of the data, you want them to understand. That is important. And basic understanding of SQL is required, because SQL you need to know select statement, where, then group by, inner join, outer join, all these basic commands you should know. So these are like, I won't go deep into the SQL. I'll just make sure select from where, that should be fine as of now, because we won't be dealing with much very complex, because even in my work we have different tables from different data sources. We just connect the tables. That's how easy nowadays the data engineers, that's how they work. They want the tables to be precise and nicely put up, so that it is easy for the visualization experts to directly pull out the tables. So that is that. So basic SQL queries is necessary, and logical way of thinking, which I told you. So if you have all these, then it will be pretty easy for you guys to understand. Yeah. So yeah, that's about the demo of the Qlik Sense and how the course will be going on. And do you guys have any other questions? No, nothing from you guys. So what do you think now, any one of you, like what did you gather, what is your mindset right now, now after seeing this? Like, are you pretty confident that it will be working for you in order to fetch a job, and how interesting it is, the Qlik Sense? Anyone? Come on, guys. I don't want to pinpoint anyone and ask them, so you can volunteer yourself.
Local is Cherian again.
Yeah, Cherian.
Yeah, well, I was thinking this is just a PowerPoint
Yeah,
chart and PowerPoint slides,
yeah.
but it will make more effective if we can show some examples in the Qlik Sense, like this is where the picture looks like. A small basic interaction with the Qlik Sense, or you don't have? Do you have access to that?
Actually, I didn't. I have it in my
Yeah,
company
because
laptop.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Unless we see the application live, because I've seen
Mhm.
it, but just for the benefit of the
Okay, okay,
other
okay,
students, they can
okay.
only
Then
respond once they see how the Qlik Sense looks like and what are the interactions we can do on that. Yeah,
okay, then okay. That's fine. Then.
yeah.
So this is a website. You go to login and click Sense, click Cloud, and mm, just a moment. Maybe I need to change the password. Okay. So this is Qlik Sense Cloud. You can see here. This is your home. This is how it looks, and here we have small apps created over here. So if you go to the app, then so this is how the app look like, and you have different sheets over here. So each sheet you will be able to create a different visualization. Like if you go to edit sheet, you have charts over here. Then you'll be able to create a button over here. Then a combo chart over here. Then for this you need the data, right? So here in the data you need to add data. So here I don't know exactly which data I have. So maybe yeah, something like this you will be able to create, and this is where you create the visualization. So before that data modeling, which I told you have to go to data load editor. So you have lots of different things here, which I'll be explaining you in the next class. What are these? And just as of now, I'm giving you a feel of the tool, how it is. So here, this is automatically generated one, nothing but it explains you the decimal separation, how it should be. Then what are the months, what are the short months name, then long month name, day names, long day names. Like this you will be even you can change it. First day of the week, it's from 6, it's showing Saturday, and you can do if you want Sunday, you can type 7, something like that. So that you will be able to do. These are predefined, so it will come automatically. This is raw data where I get the data from here. I click on it. I get the data from your local system. Then I put on it. Here I get the raw data. Then this is another raw data which I do. So after this, I load the data. Here you have option to load. So once the data is loaded, you have to go to data model viewer, where you will see the connection of between the tables. And you can see here there is connection between these two tables. How it is connected? Because if you have the common column name between the two tables, automatically it will detect. So the Qlik Sense will automatically detect the relationship between the tables if you have the same column name over here. So here you can see it has been connected between product ID over here, and this is something like primary key. It has identified this column as all the records unique records. So that's why it has even identified it as a primary key. And if you go to the sheet, you will be able to create some kind of visualization over here easily. So you have lots of visualization. So here you create here you will create all these in the measures which I told you over here in the edit expression, and you will be able to see it in the dashboard over here. So that's how. And here you have fields, which is nothing but different fields over here in your tables. So field is nothing but the columns. So you have over here. Then the master item is I'll teach you master item nothing but if you have created this visual, you want to reuse it again, means you can add it to the master item. And if you are going to some other sheet, you are creating new sheets and you want the same visual, you can just go to master item, select that visual and paste it over there, so that you need not again repeatedly select this visual, put these dimensions over there. And charts are nothing but you have different types of pie chart, line chart, macro chart, tree map, all these kinds of different charts where you will be able to create your visualization. Then custom objects is nothing but extra objects which they will be giving you. And custom objects, you can have different custom objects as well, which is a paid custom objects you can have, and you will be able to get that extra visualization as well. So these are given by Qlik by default. If you want advanced ones, then you need to pay and get the extra visualization, where you will have something like use other companies and all will be there, like who creates visualization. So Vislib is a separate company who creates visualization for the Qlik, and they will provide it. So that is you have that one as well, and you have to pay. So this is how the tool looks like, and these are the most of the three options we use. And here you go to the sheet, and these are business logics which I don't mostly use. So first, I think as a beginner, you guys should know all these three, which should be enough to create the Qlik dashboards. So yeah, this is how it looks. So I hope you guys are able to see how it is. And here you can ask me why streams are not present. This is a trial version, right? If you go to your company and if you have the Qlik Sense cloud, then it will look like this for sure. And this is a free version, which is a Qlik Sense cloud, which is like this. But here company website will look like this, the Qlik website. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the basic look of it. So I think now it's fine for you guys, right? Like how it looks like.